Rex Heuermann. I'm an architect. I'm an architectural consultant. I'm a troubleshooter. Born and raised on Long Island.
Okay.
Been working in Manhattan since 1987.
In a haunting mystery that gripped the Suffolk County community, a series of chilling murders shocked the tranquil shores of Gilgo Beach, Long Island. Over the years, the remains of 11 victims, mainly female escorts, were discovered, plunging the area into terror and grief. The case remained shrouded in mystery, with no arrests, suspects, or justice for the victims and their devastated families. Now, a recent arrest has shed new light on the darkness that loomed for so long. This is the story of the Gilgo Beach serial killer and the pursuit of truth and closure in the face of unspeakable horrors. Welcome back to our channel. If you are yet to subscribe to our channel, we kindly ask that you do so now so that you will get notified when we drop new content.
12.5 years ago, the bodies of 4 people were found over several days, buried near a remote beach on New York's Long Island. All 4 women were murdered, wrapped in burlap. They were eventually identified as Melissa Barthelemy, Megan Waterman, Maureen Brainerd Barnes, and Amber Lynn Costello, and they were not the only ones. In the year that followed, investigators would uncover 7 more sets of human remains across 2 Long Island counties, bringing the total to 11. But there were few clues. The case went cold. No arrests were made.
In the quiet coastal community of Oak Beach, Long Island, a haunting mystery unfolded on May 1, 2010. Shanann Gilbert, a 24-year-old escort from Jersey City, vanished without a trace, leaving behind a chilling 911 call that echoed in the hearts of those who listened. In a desperate plea, she spoke of impending danger, fear of her life slipping away. The ensuing days only complicated the puzzle, as the skeletal remains of 4 young women were discovered, including Melissa, Amber, Maureen, and Megan, each having once led lives in the shadows as sex workers who had advertised their services on Craigslist. The horrifying revelation sent shockwaves through the community, leading investigators to confront the unsettling truth that a serial killer lurked among them, preying on vulnerable souls. The chilling story took an even darker turn with the discovery of 6 more sets of remains, further shrouding the identity of the perpetrator in mystery. Among the victims was Jessica Taylor, a young woman whose life had also been ensnared in the dangerous world of prostitution. And yet, even with the relentless efforts of law enforcement, some names remained unknown. A young, cross-dressing Asian male and a female toddler, their fates intertwined with the sinister forces that haunted Gilgo Beach. As the community grappled with the magnitude of the atrocities and the questions that lingered, they were left to wonder if the answers would ever come to light and if the darkness that had descended upon their peaceful shores would ever lift. The year following the gruesome discoveries at Gilgo Beach was marked by intensified efforts to bring the elusive killer to justice. Suffolk County Police raised the stakes by offering the largest reward ever seen in their pursuit of information about the murders and victims. Their investigations pointed them towards a chilling belief that one person, likely a Long Island resident, was responsible for the string of heinous crimes. Connecting the dots through common characteristics and compelling forensic evidence. Amidst the mystery surrounding the case, another chapter unfolded. With the discovery of Shanann Gilbert's remains, which were found in a nearby marsh not far from where she had disappeared. Her clothes were discovered later, hinting at a turbulent episode that seemed to have led to her tragic death. While the police ruled her passing to be unrelated to the Gilgo killer, Shanann's shared traits with the victims played a significant role in bringing the horrors to light. Dr. Peter Hackett, who had a history of inserting himself into major events, found himself entangled in the case as well. A phone call he claimed not to have made raised suspicions, and Shanann's mother, Mari Gilbert, firmly believed he had a role in her daughter's death. Mary's relentless pursuit of justice led her to file a wrongful death suit against Hackett, hoping to uncover the truth. Mary's own life, however, was tragically cut short when her schizophrenic daughter, Sarah, took her life in 2016. As the years passed, the FBI officially joined the investigation in 2015, aiming to lend their expertise to unravel the mystery surrounding the Gilgo Beach killer. A potential breakthrough emerged in 2020 when the police released photos of a distinctive piece of evidence. A belt believed to be a murder weapon, adorned with cryptic embossings reading HUM or WH. The Suffolk County community, gripped by terror and despair over the discovery of 11 victims' remains, had endured a period of agony as the case remained unsolved and the killer remained at large. For years, no arrests were made, no suspects were named, and the case went cold. However, the dark cloud of uncertainty began to lift on July 27, 2023, when a local married father of two named Rex Heuermann was apprehended under suspicion of being the infamous serial killer responsible for the heinous crimes.
After a decades-long investigation into the killings. You can see him here with investigators. He is the main suspect in 4 murders. He has pleaded not guilty to all charges.
The 59-year-old man now faces charges related to the murders of Melissa Barthelemy, Megan Waterman, and Amber Costello, and he is also the prime suspect in the killing of Maureen Brainerd Barnes, who had last been seen alive in New York City in early June 2007. Heuermann's proximity to Gilgo Beach, where the killer had ruthlessly discarded his victims, raised chilling connections. As the investigation into Heuermann deepened, further disturbing revelations emerged, solidifying the links between the suspect and the crimes. Investigators allegedly found evidence connecting Mr. Heuermann to taunting phone calls made to the family members of the victims. These calls originated from the Midtown Manhattan area, where his architecture business was located. One critical piece of evidence came in the form of a hair found on the burlap material used to wrap Megan Waterman's lifeless body. Although DNA analysis had not been possible in the early stages of the investigation, advancements in technology allowed for testing in July 2020. The results reportedly provided a breakthrough, implicating Heuermann in the murders. A surveillance team watching Heuermann's movements managed to collect a discarded pizza box, which later confirmed a DNA match with the suspect on June 12. The investigation also uncovered a disturbing aspect of Heuermann's life through online records. Multiple online accounts under fictitious names were allegedly linked to him, and these accounts were used for illegal activities. It is believed that Heuermann utilized these accounts and burner phones to contact women for prostitution services. Even more unsettling were the chilling online searches made from these accounts, including content related to sadistic and torture-related pornography, as well as child pornography and other disturbing materials. As the evidence against Heuermann continued to mount, the Suffolk County community and the families of the victims were left to confront the harrowing truth that had been lurking among them. The arrest had brought a glimmer of hope for justice, but it also exposed the darkness that had haunted their lives for so long.
Were they victims as well?
I'm hopeful for the future, and I'm hopeful that a connection is made.
Forensic analysis took an unexpected turn when female hairs found at the crime scenes were linked to Heuermann's wife. However, authorities were able to determine through cell phone records that Mr. Heuermann's wife was out of state during the times when the murders occurred. Prosecutors proposed a chilling theory in their application, suggesting that instrumentalities used in the murders, such as the burlap, tape, or even vehicles, might have come from Mr. Heuermann's residence, where his wife also resided. Heuermann emerged as the prime suspect in the murder of Maureen Brainerd Barnes, believed to be one of the Gilgo Four. However, crucial records related to the burner phones used to contact Brainerd Barnes were not obtained. At the time she went missing and have since ceased to exist, presenting a challenge for the investigators in establishing definitive connections. The web of evidence and connections around Heuermann became increasingly intricate, pointing to a complex and chilling possibility. As the legal proceedings progressed, the Suffolk County community and the families of the victims were left to grapple with the unsettling revelations about a seemingly ordinary man who might have hidden a horrifying double life.
Once we acquire more evidence and are able to present that to the grand jury, we feel good about that fourth case as well.
The pursuit of justice for the victims and their loved ones faced more twists and turns, leaving them yearning for answers and closure in a case that had haunted their lives for far too long.
Deserve this just like nobody else's mother or sister or daughter deserves this. She really was a fabulous person.
As the investigation unfolds and the pieces of this perplexing puzzle come together, the Suffolk County community, as well as concerned viewers like you, are left with lingering questions. How did Heuermann manage to evade capture for so long? And what will the trial reveal? about the chilling secrets hidden in the shadows of Gilgo Beach? We invite you to share your thoughts, theories, and comments down below. Let's come together to discuss this gripping case and seek solace in the hope that justice will finally be served for the victims and their grieving families. Also, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel if you are yet to, so that you can get notified when we drop new content. See you in the next one.